Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a 2 versus 2 match between mouzCCTosh and Bear on the one side, and YoGo, that's the Yogi man, and we'll be Yogi Bear, and MillTVSTAFF. So it is Terran Protoss versus Protoss Terran, so similar builds. Anyway, similar choices there. It seems that every 2 versus 2 needs to have a Protoss, just like every 2 versus 2 in StarCraft 1, or I should say StarCraft Brood War, needed to have a Zerg in it. So it's kind of interesting to see that change. And it is of course because of the Stalkers, because the Stalkers are awesome against everyone that is, or everything that is used in 2v2. They can attack air units if needed. They do extra damage to armored units, and of course they do, or they are armored themselves. So yeah, they are good against everything basically. And yeah, that is why they, why everyone always chooses one Protoss in their team. So we have 2 scouts going on, and yeah, this should be kind of the standard thing. So barracks coming up, refiners coming up, simulators coming up, gateways coming up, and for the rest they're just producing all kinds of supply depots, pylons, probes, SCVs, kind of the standard thing. You need to build up your economy first before you can get into a fight. So cybernetics core coming up for both of the Protoss players, pretty much at the same moment. Yeah, exactly at the same moment. The orbital command coming up for both of them, and here we see the first change. We see a reactor coming up here. With an extra barracks, and on the other side we see the reactor coming up way later. There's actually several seconds between that, and I'm not actually sure why that is. Let's see, the harvesters are, well, about equal. I would expect the one of the players to have a little more, so the blue player in this case, to have a little more in the harvesters. But okay, so one tech lab coming up for both of them, and let's see, yeah, this will be just a lot of gateways, like 4 gateways with 1 cybernetics core and the rest pylons and probes, because that is in general what is what's going on. And as Terran, you can choose between a lot of things, but apparently the choice here is made for Marauders and Marines on both sides. So an exactly equal build, which is kind of interesting, because that makes for well, for skillful play normally, or skill dependent play as I should say, and that makes for skillful play. Because, well, yeah, if you get out-microed, or if you engage at the wrong moment, and that is what more normally happens. Out-microing someone doesn't happen a lot anymore. Not in StarCraft 2 anyway. But, yeah, it can still happen, of course. It can still happen. But, yeah, we will see. Most of the time people just engage at the wrong moment. So, either too early or too late, and then they get overrun, or people make too much income, which is what I always do. And creating too much income is really good for the late game, but it sucks in the early game, and therefore I always get overrun. And then you say, yeah, you should just build less income, but yeah, I already tuned it down quite a bit, and still I make too much. I don't really play enough to know when it's too much. So yeah, we have this little observer over here that is going to scout around, or was going to scout around in this base, but now with the observer coming up over here, they should have, or well, the first one retreats, so the blue one retreats, and the red one is going to run into that and probably get sniped right here. Oh, there's only one stalker though, so he will get out if he gets attacked. Did he see him? I don't know. I don't know if he saw that. But he at least suspects the observer to be here. And yeah, there the observer sneaking around the back. We see immortals coming out for our blue players here. And Expo. Okay, so they detected the observer and they found the Expo. And yeah, that means that they either have to move in right now or they're going to lose. Because this is what I mean with too much economy. So if you make too much economy, it looks like this. Like you have two bases, the enemy has one base, and that is very good in the late game or later game. But at the moment you invest 400 in this, or even worse, 400 plus the cost for the orbital command, plus the cost for the refinery or assimilator. At that moment you are severely behind in your army production, and you need things like bunkers and cheap units, cheap efficient units that may not be very good in the late game but will do very well in that earlier game. But yeah, the drop comes in. The drop tries to come in at least, and for now it is not really working out too well for them. So lots of marines coming in to snipe these marines, and wow, they sniped the entire drop ship, or medevac as I should call it. And yeah, now they're going to try a full frontal assault, but everyone grouped up in this bottom part, in this front part. And yeah, with the red team now, yeah, kind of fully grouped up, it is going to be really hard to break this. The one bunker goes down, the other bunker is still alive, and does it actually have improved building armor or something like that? Because it looks bigger. Maybe they changed that, or I just misremembered. So yeah, with the bunker going down a little bit, they can, or it can still be repaired quite easily. And yeah, it's just, this is the attack that will decide it all. So that's why all of these SCVs are here. All of the SCVs from blue were here as well. They needed to be there to repair, and yeah, the bunker does not go down. So all of the SCVs died, I think. Yeah. And yeah, it is pretty much over if they can't finish it here, because the blue players... Oh, there you go, they left the game. Yeah, the blue players don't have the expos, so if they don't finish it off with this first attack, then these expos are going to pay off, and they're going to give you back a whole lot of minerals, and of course gas. Gas is very important in 2v2. And yeah, you will just be able to produce whatever you want from that. So you will be able to produce more, and yeah, you're behind in the first part of the game, but you're severely ahead in the later part. And here you can see it, the red players have a lot more army left because they held with those bunkers and the tanks in the back, so just a whole lot more. And the income tab will also be higher, as you can see, 800 versus 750, or 850 versus 750, and then 1340 versus 400, because the blue player, yeah, he sacrificed all of his, the blue Terran player, he sacrificed all of his SCVs in that fight to try to keep his units alive, but it didn't work out for them. So anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG!